I just meant to my pistol.
Okay. Who we got here, y'all? Who we got here?
Ladies first.
Alright, what's happening? It's ANXDIVINE. That's ANXDIVINE. Y'all already know what's happening. You feel me?
It's your boy EUC, EUC. Short for Euclid. Everybody be fucking my name up, but yeah, EUC. I can do that, or we can just go by Euc. That's what it really is.
Okay, got you. You. What's the concept theory behind the song Slogan?
Well, slogan, basically, you know, I always used to tell people like, man, you can try. I'm like, fuck that trying shit. Your slogan should be Nike. Just do that shit. You know what I mean? Just do it. I mean, so really like slogan in this terms, you know what I mean? The phrase, sometimes people's excuses become their slogans. You know what I mean? So it's like, as long as you keep downplaying your destiny, you know what I'm saying, you'll keep making excuses. And those excuses, like I said, along the way become slogans. So what is your slogan? You know what I mean? Is your slogan an excuse? Or is it the motivation to get what the fuck you need to get done?
Okay. What point are you trying to get across to the listeners with the particular song?
It goes back to the concept, don't make excuses. Make positive slogans. I mean, an excuse could never be a positive slogan. That's not the campaign you want to run with. You know what I mean? So when it comes to creating your slogan, it should be a positive affirmation. You did, you know what I mean? And then also the things that we go through in life, you know, I talked about, you know, in the song, you know, smoking and drinking, that don't take the problems away. You know what I mean? If you're doing it for a recreational, you know, standpoint, that's cool. But when it comes to you aiding to the excuses, that's an aiding factor. So shedding light on mental health, you know what I mean? But then also more positive structure in your thinking. You know what I mean? Your thinking on how you go about your everyday.
Okay. How about you? What do you think about affirmations and words?
Shit, I believe affirmations are everything because what you speak becomes your reality. So you feel me? If you walk around saying I can't do it and you wonder why you can't do it because you speaking that into your everyday life, I just believe everybody should speak the highest, you know, form of praise onto themselves and the people that they love. So you feel me? If everybody do that, the world be a better place. You feel me?
Do you have any slogans for your music?
Shit. One of my slogans, and I actually just made a song about this yesterday, but my soul is pure because when it comes to the music, all my music comes from my soul. So you feel me? I feel like no matter what life you done lived, no matter where you done been at, what you done done, you feel me? As long as you come back to yourself and come back to the absolute, then you'll forever be straight. That's my motivation.
Sure. You. What are your future plans for the visual for slogan?
Well, like I said, some of the vices that we use versus it be like smoking or drinking, you know what I mean, that type of thing. I want to indicate those in the visual. So I'm talking like community spirits, you know what I mean, like in front of community spirits, you know what I mean, and indicating like, you know, just showing that raw scenery. You know what I mean? I believe in less is best. It ain't got to be the grandest, you know, visual, but it just has to depict the picture as far as like what's being painted in the song. But we'll be on 38th and Capitol, you know what I'm saying, at the community spirits, in the community, you know what I'm saying, and chilling with the spirits, you know what I mean? And then it's a duality situation. So those are, you know, the aspects of where we'll be. I can't give too much away. I don't want to do too much, but and then, you know, we got another alternate location where that other duality will be, you know what I mean? As far as what things could be like versus how things are, you know what I mean? Like what road could it been down, you know what I mean? I could be a junkie, but I ain't. You know, I could be a crack baby, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Or I could be out here shooting but I ain't, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's a duality. Who are you versus what road could have been?
Okay. Do you have any releases coming up as far as albums, mixtapes, features?
I'm really mysterious with it. I should have did it with the mask, but this is behind the mask, by the way. I got 4 singles I'm releasing this month. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna drop my whole project. Pop Shit will be released in May. I can't get no date yet. You know what I mean? We still working. But 4 singles this month. Slogan is one of those singles.
Okay. Miss Ma'am, you had said that you just got into music, right? So you have all this material built up in your journals and everything.
I have over 1,000 notes in my phone right now, and I've only recorded about 10 of them.
Okay.
So
Do you have any albums or ideas coming out with music, or?
I just recorded something yesterday that I'm planning on dropping this month. I am dropping one of my songs that I've performed this song at the health club and whatnot. That's gonna be dropping within the next week or so, and then by my birthday, which is October 15th, I'm hoping to have a little EP out. I'm just currently, putting together everything, getting everything right. I've been going to V and producers and shit, trying to get everything together. That should definitely be out by October, most likely. But that's what I got for right now. So 2 songs this month, and then the EP.
For sure. EUC, man. What inspires you to make music?
What I see, culture. You know what I mean? Cultural. From a cultural standpoint, I feel like our city kind of behind the curve. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like, sometimes we follow trends. And I feel like within myself, I'm a trendsetter. I don't like to follow trends. You know what I mean? Even with this situation, this is impromptu. But like I said, Behind the Mask will feature those type of things. We'll get more into the insight of it. But as far as going back into your question, I just feel like, for me, what I saw before, what I believe what was great music before, and I feel like it needs to be a principal standard to get back to that point. You know what I mean? Everybody doing their thing, you know what I mean? But here in our city, the art is supposed to resemble the sound. And I feel like the sound doesn't do that. So we in vice versa standpoints, I feel like what inspires me is to get back to that. I wish what inspires me is to inspire. I want to inspire people to, let's make it back to the art form that it used to be, but still keep it new, keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying? I don't know old school shit, but still like a replicate of what they used to be. Care about your shit. Care about the art more. So I care about the art, and what inspires me is to inspire.
Okay. Miss Ma'am, what inspires you to make music?
What inspires me is my life. Everything I've seen, I've lived a life that most people wouldn't believe. So when I see, all these broken people out here and all this broken society and things like that, I just feel like I have been blessed with too much knowledge and talent to not share it with others. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing this. Another part of it is just because I love music. I hear music every day. I listen to, I hear the samples within the samples within the samples. Like, I'm really trying to push something out with this, and I feel like music is community to a certain extent. Like, what's one thing that brings everybody together a lot of the times? It's music. So maybe somebody will hear my music one day, and if it heals your spirit, or if it helps you maintain a relationship, or if it just gives you a wake-up call and tells you to get your shit together, like, all that is what I'm striving for.
Do you have any inspirations, like artists that you took from growing up, or people that you sound like, that you adapted, or not really?
I can't say I really sound like anybody, but people give comparisons. But I'm gonna let ladies first on that one too.
Okay.
Well, one that I've been hearing a little bit lately is, Nas, which I like Nas. Nas is one of my idols, actually. I'm into a lot of Ab-Soul, Mac Miller, Lauryn Hill, like, the greats, the underrated greats, like the ones that people hear but don't like to listen to. So, like, that's where a majority of my inspiration comes from. Like, I just got done listening to Earl Sweatshirt's album and stuff like that. So, it's a different type of sound I'm trying to achieve. And I don't like to say that I'm exactly like these people, but they are definitely a part of my inspiration. And, they've helped me to curate this sound that I have come to have.
Okay. So like neo soul type rap,
yeah,
you feel me? Andre
definitely
3000.
neo soul, like Erykah Badu and Andre 3000. Like, one song I've been really hooked on lately is a song called Liberation by Outkast and Erykah Badu. If y'all don't know it, listen to it.
I know it. I definitely know it.
Definitely.
That's lit.
For me, I'm inspired by the people I work with. You know what I mean? The people I've been studying, like ANX. You know what I mean? Divinely puts her music in a space where it's understandable. You know what I mean? It's relatable. But more importantly, it's for the culture. You know what I mean? Like I always say, you play for the culture. You know what I mean? Inspirations as far as like from my musical journey. If I go back, you know what I mean, it's too far back. Some people might not even know these names, you know what I'm saying? But Big Daddy Kane, Kumo D, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna get a lady some shit too. Salt and Pepper, you know what I'm saying? They were bodacious, you know what I mean? But in a feminine way, you know what I mean? Shit, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Missy Elliott is one of my biggest inspirations, you know what I mean? You'll see that in my animation. In comparison to people won't even know this, but Nicki Minaj, you know what I mean, Lady Gaga, you know what I'm saying, shit, SZA, shit, Doja Cat, you know what I mean. A lot of female artists inspired me in a different way, you know what I mean. Another artist from here that inspires me, I've worked with him. We got a hot ass song that's dropping, Sushi Franco, you know what I mean. He's in a different stratosphere, you know what I'm saying, but. You know, different community as well, but it don't matter, you know what I mean? From that standpoint, a lot of people have shunned that ideal, you know what I mean? But for me, I'm like, if you can spit, I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? So, Andre, most definitely, Erica, Jill Scott, you know what I mean? Who else? Her, you know what I mean? It's a lot of different artists that have inspired me from different angles. Like, my music is everywhere, you know what I mean? My music palette is very vast, you know what I mean? But those are just to name a few.
Definitely. So do y'all sing, rap? What other qualities do you guys do? I know y'all talented. I just want to see.
Ain't she be singing this shit on the low?
On the low.
She be singing this shit.
Just a little bit. But I sing a little bit, you know. But most of, like, when it comes to my talents, I feel like I'm the jack of all trades, master of all trades.
Let me find out you be singing this shit. Let me find out. I don't sing. I can hold a tune.
First of all,
I
got to get comfortable with my singing voice before I decide to just. Anywho, to answer your question,
yes,
I do rapping mostly. That's what I fell in love with. You feel me? Just over the years of listening to rap and shit like that. But like, yes, I sing a little bit. I wouldn't say that I'm like, you feel me, Beyonce with it, but I could get there. Shit. Aside from that shit, I do tattoos. I'm a tattoo artist. That's my main job right now. I did hair and nails for a minute. Like, I like to get into everything a little bit. So, you know, whatever it is, I'm with it.
I can hold a note.
Hold a note, man.
Hold one right now.
Show it up a tweet.
Nah, you on that walk in the sky.
that Charlie
I'm bullshit. Like, no, I care. It's a hidden passion of mine. I sing a little bit. I mean, maybe later. I got a few projects I'm putting out. 4 to be exact this year. So we'll see.
They said you a part-time pimp too. Is that true, man?
I don't be pimping, but you know, I mean, back in the day, my name used to be Dick on Dickie Jones. Dick on, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but yeah, pimping is pimping. Since pimping was pimping, I never pimped. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, though. Like, nah, not on that shit, though. I'm fly, though.
Definitely. So, do y'all look forward to collaborating with people in the city as far as some music or?
Ladies first.
What names we got for it?
You got the name drop? It's spicy.
I ain't gonna name drop, but
not to suck on the teeth.
Listen. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of talented people in the city, but like we have both said before, it's a certain image I'm trying to keep up. It's a certain message I'm trying to push out. So if you're not fucking with that message, I can't necessarily have you on my song. But if I'm gonna name drop anybody, one person I would have to name drop is Frank 1K, conscious artist. You feel me? We have 3 songs together as of right now. None of them are released, but I do look forward to collabing with more people. You feel me? I do want to get out there and, you know, have some connections and all that shit, but it's a certain standard that I'm looking for. So you feel me? That's just what
I'm gonna say this. It's a lot. I'm for the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of people that want to work. You know what I mean? But work is seldom seen. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't put the work in. You know what I mean? So as far as the image is concerned, my image is work. You know what I mean? Like, my work ethic, I feel like, you know, besides the people that I work with, ain't nobody working harder than me. You know what I'm saying? And the work ethic has to be there. But I like to expand. You know what I mean? I would like to, but I like to fuck with who fucks with me. It's a lot of gatekeeping shit that goes on in our city. You know what I mean? And I feel like at the end of the day, it's false. because those same barriers once were there for those same people. But when you create a lane or a platform and, you know, you expect people to just follow that trend, like I said, I don't follow trends, I set them. You know what I mean? There are people that I would shout out that I have worked with. ANX, who's sitting right here next to me. I look forward to working more on shit that we got going on. We got some shit going on. You know what I mean? Skip, you know, one of the goats in the city, you know what I'm saying, who I work with on a continuous basis. My homie Vito, Jackie Jordan, who else? It's a lot of other names. Kids of the Sky, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other people, but as far as, like I said, I fuck with who fuck with me. You know what I mean? And I'll keep it at that, to be brief.
Definitely. What fan base are you trying to build within the city?
That's a tough question, because I don't really think my music is of the city. You know what I mean? I'm from here, I love my city, but that don't mean my city gonna love me. You know what I mean? So what I will say is I'm more of on a global reach. You know what I mean? I'm looking to pursue my music in other quarters. You know what I mean? Other places that don't even speak English per se. But music is translucent. It's like water. It flows. You know what I mean? So I can't really say impact for the city. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I'm outreaching in different areas. You dig?
For sure. Hey, next, how about you? Fan base? It doesn't have to be within the city, but in general. That's a good point you made.
My fan base is the human race. Because to be honest,
I like that.
I don't see, you know, barriers and separation. I see us all as one people. So, you know, and plus, I can't say that I'm trying to push my shit out to an Indianapolis audience. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So, you know, I want everybody to be open-minded and listening to my music, his music, you feel me? Everybody who out here pushing out these messages and shit, like, y'all gotta open y'all ears and listen to that shit. So, you feel me? I just feel like the ones who are ready for that step in their life gonna hear you and they gonna listen and they gonna support, and the ones who not, they gonna walk their path.
Yeah, real talk, I better listen when she talk.
At the end of the day, I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And regardless if they listening or not, they still gonna hear you.
Yeah, they got ears that you can hunt, you can hear, huh?
Definitely.
We good. Joey, what's happening?
What's up?
Not much. Doing this interview. You good? You good?
And we're back from commercial break on
That
the
is
Behind the
good.
Mask. For sure. So what impact do you want to leave on your music?
I'm gonna go first. I feel like my shorties, I didn't get to really mention that in my inspirational, you know, as far as what are my inspirations. I want my shorties to know pops didn't give up, you know what I mean? And whatever you put your mind to, you can do that shit. It sounds crazy, you know what I mean? So it's so cliche, but it's true, you know what I mean? And I feel like I am my kids' first role model in life. So that positive, you know, image needs to be there. So the impact is for them to see that Dad didn't give up. You know what I'm saying? If the world picks up on it, that's good. I'm gonna keep pushing. You know what I mean? But my first and foremost impact that I would like to make is on my children.
Definitely. And next, what you got? What impact do you want your music to leave?
Given the fact I ain't got no kids, I'm gonna have to say, honestly, my impact is just for everybody to get better, just betterment in general. Like, that is what I preach to everybody. Like, you know, I don't force my way of living down people's throats, but if you come to me and you ask me for advice, I'm going to preach betterment to you. So, you feel me? That's really what I strive for. And like, if I'm going to be pushing out this music and, you feel me, getting this audience and showing these people who I am, I want y'all to see me obtaining this betterment so that y'all can also see that it's possible to obtain this betterment. So, you know, that's really where most of my shit comes from. Just like trying to make sure myself, me as a person, I am doing the best that I can possibly do, and also showing other people that it's possible for them within their lives, no matter what they might be going through, you know.
Definitely. I got any final remarks for me in the interview? Anything y'all want to say or get out? You feel?
Divine.
Shit. I don't know, you know, I'm kind of, I don't be having too much to say for real. Like, that, it is what it is, and you feel me? I'm gonna keep pushing this shit out, and y'all gonna hear me when y'all hear me, and that's what it is, you know?
For me, I'm gonna say be on the lookout. You know what I mean? Keep looking. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep dropping. I'm gonna keep dropping. I'm gonna keep hitting these niggas with Tyson combos. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep dropping. I'm gonna keep dropping and dropping after that. You know what I mean? So I got 21 songs of smoke coming to your ass. You know what I mean? And then after that, it's more shit too. So last remarks is pop shit on the way. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't leaving no motherfucking boys unfilled. You know what I mean? There's a lot of topics, a lot of things to be discussed on. So you will be seeing a lot of me. Trust that.
Show. Peace. One more thing.
What's
Don't
that?
you got a show coming up, or we can?
Oh yeah, I got a show on the 19th coming up. I can't really say too much because it's a surprise. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave a trail of all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna murder that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know if Shorty able to come out, I hope so. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a lot of how can I say inspirational trail left behind. You know what I mean? But it's more to come. I can't really say too much right now. Not on camera.
Definitely.
You go first though.
All right, I am ANXDIVINE.
I'm EUC.
Shit, this is behind the mask.
Hey. I ain't masked up, but I will be. You know what I mean?